Put a finger down if you had a boyfriend of a year and a half and he was your best friend and the best thing that ever happened to you, and everyone was convinced you were going to get married and he was going to a super prestigious college to play D1 baseball and you planned on going to the same college as him and you were so excited. And then at the end of winter, he went on a family vacation to Mexico, and while he was in Mexico, you went to a mutual friend's house party, and when you got to the party, you saw your boyfriend's childhood best friend drunk driving a whole bunch of kids home, so you decided to be a good person and get in the car and take all the kids home, and when you're driving your boyfriend's best friend back to the party, he pulled his pants down and told you to pull over on the side of the road, and you said no because you love your boyfriend, and you continued to say no about 10 more times, but your boyfriend's best friend didn't care and spent a half hour trying to convince you to get in the backseat of his Acura, and it was the middle of the night and you were terrified and you had no idea where your phone was, and you finally gave in, and you never told your boyfriend what happened because you were too scared your boyfriend would kill the kid and get himself in trouble and lose his baseball scholarship. And you were so proud of him and you'd worked so hard, so you decided to do what was best for your boyfriend because you always did what was best for your boyfriend because you loved him more than you loved yourself, even though after you didn't let your boyfriend of a year and a half touch you sexually for months and months because you were so emotionally damaged from what happened, and the thought of a guy touching you made you want to vomit everywhere, and you lost a ton of weight and was sleeping 24/7, and your mom thought you were super sick, but you and your boyfriend stayed together the whole time because you thought he loved you. And months go by and you go to another house party and your boyfriend doesn't want to go with you, and you get super drunk and you see your ex-boyfriend and you tell your ex-boyfriend everything that happened to you when your boyfriend was in Mexico, and he says, wow, it's really messed up, and you think, hey, your ex-boyfriend's right, and you keep talking to him about what happened, and all your friends get super concerned that you're spending so much time with your ex-boyfriend, so they go and tell your boyfriend of a year and a half that they think you're cheating on him with your ex-boyfriend, and your boyfriend of a year and a half breaks up with you based off suspicions that you're cheating on him, but you're still in contact with your boyfriend. So one day you meet up with him, and he sees your ex-boyfriend's name on your phone and goes home and blocks you on everything, which makes you hysterical because even though you're broken up, you still spent almost every single day of the last year and a half with your boyfriend. So you literally have to go to his house unannounced and beg on his front doorstep to see him. When your boyfriend finally agrees to talk to you, you finally tell him what actually happened when he went to Mexico and how one of his best friends borderline assaulted you, but your boyfriend doesn't care and he says it's your fault and you still cheated on him. So he goes home and tells all of his friends and his entire family that you spent every single holiday with for the last year and a half, and all of his cousins that you babysit on a regular basis, that you cheated on him. And you start to get text messages from your boyfriend's family and all of his friends saying you're a terrible person. So you run away and the police are out looking for you. So you decide to come home. But before you go home, you want to tell your boyfriend you're safe. So you go to his house, but you see your best friend's white Mazda in his driveway. So you lose your mind and you have to go to a mental hospital. And when you get home from the mental hospital, you see one friend and she tells you that the employees at Chipotle saw your boyfriend and your best friend out getting food together. So now you really lose your mind and you delete all social media off of your phone. You go off the grid, don't talk to anybody for weeks and weeks. Your whole family has to fly home because your parents took off so many days of work to take care of you. And this is your first social media post in months, and you still haven't heard from your boyfriend or your best friend to this day.